The very first step in creating a toilet is to make a wooden version. This one is identical in shape to the one that will finally emerge from the kiln. The next step is to make one that looks like the one that will enter the kiln before shrink and slump do their thing. An interesting sculpture job that relies on experience, trial and error. Here's the difference in size between a finished tank lid and the unshrunk version. After the final plaster model is perfect, it's recreated in several pieces, then encased in plastic. The plastic mold is the mold for the mold for the mold. The end result of all this is a plaster inside-out piece that will cast the actual pieces. Each time a mold is used to cast a clay piece, it absorbs a lot of water, and then it's dried out. Each plaster mold will make somewhere between 60 and 100 pieces before it has to be retired. These are tank molds. The slip is poured into the molds through plastic funnels. The plastic funnels not only allow the mold to be filled, but act as a supply of extra slip. As the mold sucks water from the clay, the leftover slip in the funnel flows into the mold to keep it full. The casting process takes just over an hour. You'll notice that the clothing in the plant is a little skimpy. The plaster molds need a warm, dry environment. Here's a luxury toilet coming out of its molds. The bigger, fancier models are cast totally by hand. There's a lot of sculpture at every step. This jig ensures that the rim holes are punched at the exact angles for a good swirl. And yes, they do go in the other direction in Australia. The stuff in the cake decorator is a mixture of slip designed to sort of glue the pieces together. It's called butter slip. At this stage, the clay has the look and feel of milk chocolate, and it's just as fragile. This casting line is a little more automated. These are the high-volume sellers, the plebes. another fact of life in the vitreous china business. Broken pieces are recycled. Tough and attractive. That about sums up the reasons that all china is glazed. In the arts and crafts room at summer camp, you probably fired a clay pot in a kiln and let it cool and then glazed it and refired it again. Toilets and sinks are fired all at once, with their glaze already applied. This is a little trickier than summer camp. The glaze and clay have to like each other. More tests. This one ensures that the glaze and clay have similar expansion characteristics in the kiln. These rings show the amount of tension placed on the clay by the glaze, by the amount they spring apart when they're cut. The color is carefully controlled too, so that a replacement sink will match a 20-year-old toilet and vice versa. There's an interesting thing about the glaze color at the plant. It all looks white. The glaze is pulverized in large drums filled with these ceramic balls until it's a very fine powder. No matter what color a glassy substance really is, you crush it small enough, it looks white. One of the things that impresses you on the tour of the factory is the amount of hand finishing that goes on at every step of the process. These units are being prepared for glazing. Luxury products are totally hand finished, while assembly line products are finished on another assembly line. The person who invented this machine probably got their inspiration in a car wash. Yeah, I could use one of these machines at home. Life is one big assembly line for the plebes. The robot spraying arms know whether they're glazing a pair of tanks or a bowl by coated holders underneath. Once again, the lower volume luxury products are done by hand. The powdered glazes are mixed with water for spraying. Any overspray is collected and recycled. Hurry up and dry, will you? It's time to screen the company logo on you.